Hello, so here we are. I have a couple of really cute boxes. They cost me all of maybe $2 to make because the box was at the dollar store. And it's just like a little wooden box, got a little latch. And then the gems you get as stickers at the dollar store. This probably doesn't do it justice. It kind of looks like a light bright. It doesn't kind of do it justice because they're really cute in the sparkly look. So anyway, I thought I would do a little kind of a more so like a beginner's for anyone who knows very little or nothing maybe at all about the tarot cards. That's what this is going to do, because somebody asked me to do them a reading. I don't really do readings. I have done them. My readings are just, I look at the pictures and see, use the archetypes and the symbols and the pictures that are in there to sort of inspire my thinking, open up my my thoughts on a certain topic by looking at pictures and relating them to the theme that I'm thinking about, or something that's I'm using as a reference to look for some sort of answer. And whoops, jeez, I've broken the chair with my own weight. So anyway, I have looked into a lot of these different things, and alchemy is something that sort of I related to as being magic when I was younger, and it had something to do with turning lead into gold. And then later, digging into it further, there's references to there being intention as being part of it. And then you take that up a notch to the quantum information that's out there, and then there's sort of that tied into it too, because your intention or awareness on certain cells or quarks or whatever they are actually have an effect on things. So it's all connected very deeply, because are the tarot cards evil, or is that just something that has been created to divert some of the real powerful things that can be accomplished through open-minded thinking, instead of certain ideologies being hacked and hijacked for other people's use, but the general population gets told that things are evil and all this. Well, it's going to be your intention. Each individual is going to have to be accountable for their own true intention, their awareness of what their intention is with anything you do. That's my guard dog. With anything you do. So, if you don't keep your intentions in check, Scarlett, thank you. If you don't keep your intentions in check in any situation, then it could get a negative result. Same with the cards, same with anything. That being said, I just want to do a slight disclaimer, because I just do readings to myself and look at the cards and just sort of open my mind to it. I know about things like progressive entrapment. I know about things like ties to Satanism, and there's a lot of ancient lore that's very relevant to a lot of things. Numerology, sacred geometry, just like the kaleidoscopes are sacred geometry, and all of this stuff is connected. But if you keep it simple, this is really super cute. So we got the cute boxes that you make at the dollar store, and my girlfriend and I made some of these cards, just our own, off the deck. And it's cute. You put like a little piece of felt. There's felt in there from the dollar store. They cost all of $3 to make these cute little tarot boxes, tarot deck, or anything else for that matter. So I'm just going to show the ones that her and I did. I can't remember who did which ones. Doesn't matter. It's funny now. Oh, see? Look, there's the first one that comes out. Like in my other video, the Ouroboros, the snake eating its own tail. There I've got it in the Two of Cups. And so I just wanted to show these because you can make your own deck, color it in. There's so many different decks out there with beautiful artwork. They're very inspiring. And if you do your homework and research, you can be wise about anything. This is the Two of Wands. And there's the Ace of Pentacles. I remember doing this one. Like, I'm surprised that... we were surprised at how cool these turned out. And then, like, I cut the edge maybe and make a deck one day. There's Justice. It's quite fitting. And, anyway, so this is just a little deck we started. We didn't finish it. There's the Judgment card. Justice and the Judgment card are part of the Major Arcana. And I'm going to... I did that one. I love the little eyes in the clouds. Ain't that cute? I don't know. We didn't know where... like, we just did it. We just, like, took a card out of my other deck, which I'll show you. There's the Three of Cups. Okay, so you get the gist. We're using just black and white. They could be colored. There's the Ace of Swords. Surprising, like, how well these turned out. We just tried it as a, you know, just like a quick thing. We didn't know. It just sort of took on a life of its own. Now, and my daughter and her girlfriend have a beautiful handmade deck. So it's a really fun thing to do. Costs you nothing. Go get a piece of Bristol board. There's her picture of the Hermit. Really great. Really cool. The Hermit. All the ones that have those words at the bottom are part of the Major Arcana. And there's the World. Okay, so I'm just going to set those aside and get out the other deck. This is just beginners because I can assure you that there are experts who know so much. The more that you look into these things, it's so fascinating how much things are connected. Numbers are part of it because the regular deck of cards that we use today for playing, you know, euchre, poker, whatever, they were created out of this deck of cards. So the tarot cards came first, then the regular deck of 52 came. There's 78 though in the tarot deck. And they've opened my eyes to a lot of things. Even needing to put them away for a while I was reading a Stephen King novel. This was decades ago. And then I was pregnant, I found out, and then I was like, oh my God, I shut everything down. Like, I closed them. It just gave me a creepy feeling. And then, you know, I matured and changed, and I've researched a lot of things and have a, you know, a good stronghold on a lot of things where, you know, information is power, right? Like, anyway, so nonetheless, I got asked, like my girlfriend asked me, she said, bring the tarot cards over the other day. And this fella had never really seen them. Oh, he's an old country bumpkin, still really pretty old-fashioned. But I had to kind of show him about the cards, because there's no sense in trying to even... you kind of have to know what you're seeing. And a person can sit with a deck of tarot cards on their own and just flip cards for themselves. You don't need to do readings per se. Although I have done them, and I just look at what I see, and it's kind of fun. We laughed hysterically. So I'm not doing it such as like, ooh, I see something in the future or anything like that. I just flip the cards and we look at them, and I tell people really what they mean, or not what they mean, but what each card is representing. So we'll start with this one. I've stopped my little bit of shuffling back here. Here is 0, so it's a good place to start. So that is the 0 number in the deck, called the Fool, which I have been many times, I'm sure. But that's not all I've been. I've been other things. And all those other things are in this deck of 78 cards. Why 78? Because there's 52, the ones we know. They're all there. They don't say hearts, clubs, diamonds, spades. They say wands, pentacles, clubs, and cups. The cups are the hearts, The wands are the clubs, the pentacles are the diamonds, and the swords are the spades. So that's out of there. That consists of those 52 that we know, but there's one more in each of the suit. Between the ace to the king, in between the 10 and the jack, there is the page. Like back in castle times, king times, you would have a knight, a page. You would have the fool too, the jester. Anyway, I'm going to take a look at another card here. So you have those 52 plus a page. So that's 52 plus 4 is 53, 54, 55, 56. So where do you get 78? There's another whole suit within this deck. It's called the Major Arcana. And it goes from 0, or I forget if it's 0 or 1. Well, we'll see. Anyway. Thank you, Scarlett. Good girl. Sorry. But she's very, very dear. So, okay, thank you, Scarlett. Anyway, I think it's 0. I don't know. Yeah, 0, the Fool, right. Oh dear. See, there you go. Whew. There's magic at work right there. Scarlett, I'm doing a video. Come along then. Look at, there's the magic at work right there. I'm holding the 0 in my hand, pondering whether there's a 0 or not. There you go, the Fool, in action. Oh, gosh. Anyway, so 0 to 22 is the Major Arcana. It has words like the Fool. It has words like Judgment, Strength, the High Priestess, a whole bunch that you can look into. That's got the Death card. It has the Devil card. Doesn't have the God card, though, which is kind of strange. So I use my own within, like the King of Cups. I like to use that as a reference. You know, it doesn't really matter. The cards to me don't say you have to believe a certain thing as to what these cards are meaning when you flip them over. They mean what you want them to mean. And if your intention is fine and good, and in my opinion, kind of like a good soul-hearted person, and I don't know, then they don't represent anything except some really beautiful artwork, and also you're just playing with a deck of cards that have pictures on them. You could look at a painting on a wall and read something bad into it if you are in a bad intended mood at that moment. So anyway, that was the first card in the Major Arcana, 0 with the Fool at the bottom. So you just go through. I'll just put this card out there. This one, the next one is the 3 of Cups. So Cups is hearts. That is connected to the heart, love, emotions. Sorry about the glare. Emotions, feelings. The cup holds the water. Water is representative of the subconscious, the dreams. All of those things are tied into that. So the 3 also is significant because there is numerology, sacred geometry. Tesla said if people knew the secret of 369, they have the keys, to the universe. So there's a lot of sacred information with numbers, with regards to numbers. And all of that's out there. I've had a great time looking at it. I'm sorry about the glare. I am no professional. I'm just, oh, there's the lamp. So anyway, there's the Wheel of Fortune, part of the Major Arcana, part of the 22, and that is number 10. And the Wheel of Fortune, it's got the 4 sort of cardinal virtues represented at the corner. What's that? A snake eating its own tail? Let's see. I can't see it in the thing. No. But we probably have them throughout the deck somewhere in various decks. Anyway, so there's the Wheel of Fortune. It's part of the Major Arcana. And certainly that brings all kinds of images to mind. I'm going to just pull out another card or 2 here and see what they are. There's an example of the 5 of Pentacles. which looks like a very kind card, representing, to me, and with the red cape, it's just very regal and yet kind to, obviously, like the beggar. So you can take anything out of it that you will. And when you put cards together in a row, you can set them up any way you want, but there is so much guidance online, and it goes deep into numbers and astrology, and you can go further and further, or just enjoy a deck or make your own deck, buy a deck at one of the holistic shops, and take it from there. So let's see, I'll turn over a couple more. Ooh, okay, but you see, of course this one comes up, but we'll just put it because it's nothing to fear. Although it does look foreboding. It is number, what is that number? 13. So, but it is a relevant theme in our life. Yeah, look, the next card. But this, we don't need to fear that because we all go through some very dark times. What we need to do is take accountability that we have these feelings and administer to each other's needs, if possible, by communicating, by helping each other through. This card I love in my deck because then I do the reading after. So that was just a little, kind of thing. And again, here is, so I start the reading. This is number 16. It's with a very dark card, but it's in the deck. It is in the deck. These fears are in our life. And what we want to do, again, is overcome them. We want to bring the goddess, or, kind of the feminine nurturing side into balance to make sure that those things don't get out of check in there. See, Pentacles, balance, and then I'm just pulling the cards up as is. I mean, you gotta trust sometimes. So, and there is that symbol, the infinity, but it's the Oberus, and there's like, you have to balance it. No fear. So that the children will have just a safe and beautiful world where people have taken accountability for any dark side in the nature. And then that King of Wands kind of trumped over it. And then this one, to hold it safe, is the Queen of Wands. And you see the little black cat, and then you've got some Egyptian sort of references. But so we have an ability to overcome any dark nature. It's okay to have it. We need to find a way to bring it to the light and sort of bring, there's the regal red, bring kind of the justice over it. And let's see, the Hermit, yeah, probably a lot of introspection. I'm just flipping cards for fun to show you, but they're just popping up as is. Strength, some great cards. And then where I'm going to end it with this one, which is the King of Cups, which I did say was kind of the God card, and or the essence of what that may mean to each person can be very different, but at the same time likely a lot the same if you're not following down a badly intended path, and everyone can have their own take on it. So that is just a really, really kind of very basic look at them for fun and for the world. Make your own deck. Super easy to do. All the little holistic shops have them. You can order tarot decks online, and super fun. I really, really suggest that people make their own deck, or try to. Anyway, peace on earth. Take care, everybody.